Shalom, back with part 5. Let's continue here. All right. All right. Ephesians 5:26. That he might sanctify, which again means what? It would be holy and separate. Again, and he did that to certain persons, right? Before the foundation of the world, before the world began. Okay, that's what he did with certain spirits, all right, that were chosen before the foundation of the world, all right? He decreed this upon certain persons, individuals, okay? Look, and to further prove that, right, so that you people have understanding of that, let's go to, for example, what is that? Let's go to 1 Peter, 2 Peter 1:10, all right? We'll use this one, all right? There are different ones we can use. All right, and it says here, wherefore, rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. We're going to look at the word election, so you people have understanding, all right, of what we're talking about, all right, before the foundation of the world, okay? All right.
Strong's G 1589, Eklage.
Okay, now listen up, people. Listen up, okay? Do me a favor. Listen, okay? Learn something, okay? Because they don't teach you this in your churches. Do you understand? The media is not going to tell you this. Your television sets are not going to tell you that. Your false prophets of these mega churches are not going to tell you that, all right? Your education system is not going to tell you that. And I'll be damned if your politicians are going to tell you that, because they're ungodly men. They're the wicked. You understand that? They are nothing more than puppet world leaders set up by your, the owners that own America, the corporation, the international banking families, your Rothschild, your Oppenheimers, your Rockefellers, etc., 13 families and all. All right, the same families that own the shipping companies, all right, and the slave ships during the time of the Atlantic slave trade. Do you understand that, people? Same people in power. You understand? That's what made their wealth. You understand that? All right? All right, people. So listen up. The act of picking out or choosing. The act of God's free will by which before the foundation of the world, he decreed his blessings to certain persons. Do you people get it? Do you understand that? Okay? So it doesn't matter that these people walk around calling themselves Christians, giving themselves titles, making man-made religious ideologies, calling themselves popes, bishops, cardinals, pastors, ministers, whatever. They're all false. It's all a snare. Do you understand what snare is? What a jinn is? What a trap is? Do you understand? It's all meant to keep you in darkness. That's the system you live in. It's an anti-Messiah system. All right? The media is the propaganda machine. Okay? Set up to slander. Okay? To tell lies, deceptions and lies. Your television sets, all right, they do the same thing. You understand? Right? The media, the news is on there, right? It's all programming. You understand? And it's all deceptions and lies. Okay? That's why they call it television programming, right? You understand? It's all programming, people. It's all a brainwashing. Okay, the churches are set up to keep you in darkness. They're not set up to give you the truth about anything. Okay? And yet you people go with ties. You people have made all these people wealthy and rich, all these false prophets and churches. You made them all wealthy and rich. And you know what? You haven't received anything. You haven't been brought into the light. you remain in darkness. Okay? And the education system is nothing more than like the church. It's nothing more than about Edomite supremacy. That's all it is, people. It's not education. All right? It's indoctrination. Okay? All right, people? All right. So a decree made from choice by which he determined to bless certain persons through Yahushua HaMashiach by grace alone. Again, by grace, by faith are ye saved, right? And what does grace get into? What? The mercies, all right? Ultimately, you are saved by the mercy of the Lord. You understand that? Okay? See? God's elect. You see that, people? Person chosen. All right? All right, and when you get into the word chosen, by the way, it means invitation. You understand that, people? When you get into the word chosen, all right? Like when you go St. John 15:16, and you do it like I'm doing here in the blue letter, all right? And you get into that word chosen, all right? It means, right, being invited, okay? All right, let's see if we'll do that in a minute. First, let's go to the root word here, etymology. Let's click on this, give you more understanding. Picked or choose for oneself, as it says in St. John 15:16, you have not chosen me, I have chosen you, right? Choosing one out of many, many are called, few chosen, right? Listen up. God, right, the God power, Yahweh, choosing whom he judged fit to receive his favors and separate from mankind. In other words, who he chose, right, to give favor to, and he separated them, he sanctified them, which means he made them holy and separate from what? From the rest of mankind, to be particularly of his own and to be attended to continually by his gracious oversight, i.e. the Israelites. Does it say there the world? Does it say there, okay, Edomites or any of the other 60 heathen nations? No, it does not. You'd have to be an Israelite. You'd have to be of the Negro, Latino, or Native American seed. Do you understand that? Which we're all scattered. We were all scattered. So regardless that they may look like the other nations, they're still of the seed of Israel because they are the seed of their fathers. Do you understand that, people? All right? Okay. Now let's quickly take you over there. All right? To where I wanted to take you to, where I say, St. John's. All right. Let's go over there to St. John's 15:16. All right. No, wrong thing. Excuse me. Salakia for that. St. John's 15:16. All right. See that? Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. Let's get into that word chosen. All right.
Strong's G 1586. Eklegomai. Thayer's.
So let's get into the word. All right. Let's see here. You see, it's reading the same thing we just read over there, right? God choosing whom he judged fit to receive his favors, right? Choosing one of many. All right. Etymology of words here, all right? There are two of them. Let's hit them both. See, out of the way. Let's see here. All right, let's hit the other one. Let's go back. See, to say, speak, affirm, to teach. Okay? So you've been chosen, right? To speak, to affirm, to maintain, to teach, to exhort, to advise, to command, direct, to point out what words intend, mean, to say, call by name, to call, name, speak out, speak of, mention, all right? Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Ordained, to set, put in place. See that? To place, lay, put down, lay down, bend down. All right? To set, to serve something. All right? Set oneself, to set, fix, establish, established, ordained. Okay? All right. Let's see here. All right. Anyway, let's move on here. All right, shall we? All right. Let's go to St. John's 15:3 here. What does it say here? Now ye are clean through the word, right? And those are what? Those are the living waters. That's what the word is. That is how you are cleansed. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. See that? Right? The testimony of Yahweh Shai, right? It comes in the volume of the book, Hebrews 10:7. There you go. Okay? All right, let's further prove that. Let's hit some precepts. Let's go to our Psalms. Psalms 51. 1 and 2. Psalms, David, Nathan, prophet, came unto him after he had gone into Bathsheba. Have mercy on me, O God, according to thy loving kindness, according to the multitude of thy tender mercies. Blot out my transgressions and sins. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. And how would he do that? Through the word, right? It is through the word, right? The living waters, the fountain of living waters, all right? That is what cleanses you, this word, okay? Not being dipped in ice cold lake or ocean, all right? Or dipping yourself, over your tub, all right? Or sink, all right? Or toilet, whatever. You understand? That has nothing to do with it, okay? Has nothing to do with you receiving the Rakah Kadash, the Holy Spirit. You understand? Being born again, all right? It is done through the word, all right? The Lord has to be supping with you, okay? Revelations 3:20 will tell you that, all right? Let's go to another one, verse 10 down here. Create in me a clean spirit, all right? Create in me a clean heart, all right? Salakia for that. Create in me a clean heart, which is what? Heart in Hebrew is lab, which means mind. So create in me a clean mind, right? And again, the renewing of your minds, people. Remember that? We'll take you over there in a minute. We'll be right back with part 6. Shalom.